Hi everyone, today we're gonna make a new game. That game is gonna be this platformer right here, in which you can jump, you can grab stuff, jump again. You cannot kill enemies in this tutorial, we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna make it simpler. You can grab stuff with Z, which I just made with the key, and you can go and win the game. Of course, if I touch one of the enemies, we're gonna have a game over and you won't be able to move your character. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, well, this is the code we're gonna end up doing right here. I'm gonna go to projects, make a new project. I'm gonna call it platformer tutorial. Create project. And in here, well, first of all, we're gonna learn lots of things in this tutorial. We're gonna learn about libraries, the for each loop, objects, many things, many really interesting things. And so the first thing I want to talk about is libraries. And libraries are widely used among programmers. They are pretty much like a bunch of code encapsulated in one file or several files, which you can call and add to your game to your files, and so you don't have to write all the code, and you can use it for your own game. So in this case, we're gonna use a library that helps us render all the physics and some part of to make some part of our game work. So I'm gonna go here to import libraries here at the bottom. I'm gonna go to Quick Engine, and well, I just added it. Those are one of the first and most yeah, like important or most used libraries here in Micro Studio. It's called Quick Engine. It's made by this guy named Gills, which I'm pretty sure he's one of the guys who made Micro Studio in the first place. And so now if I click on it and I have this check mark on, you're gonna see now that I have these library Gills quick engine file here, in which there's a bunch of code I'm now gonna be able to use in my game. And something really interesting as well is that there's documentation for it. If you want to look at it, you can go to Explore, look at the I'm gonna write the word engine, huh? All right, quick engine. There it is. Quick engine. If I click on it, here's here code, sprites, and doc. Here in documentation, I'm gonna be able to read all about it. Of course, there may be some things that are not well documented or mostly documented. Depends on the creator of it. You can always give feedback here in the comment section. But for now, let's just stick with. I mean, this is well documented. It says here, quick engine, import quick engine into your project, initializing, how to add objects. We're gonna talk about objects later on. How to add maps, how to update, draw, collisions, testing map cells, many things that we're gonna be using here. So that's something interesting. So one of the first things we're gonna do is I'm gonna go back to create. I'm gonna go to main file. We're gonna call three different functions. One being quick init. So this is a function, and we have to say quick because this is the init function, not from my own main file, but from the library itself. So quick.init is one that I have to run in order for this library to help me out. Quick.update as well. I'm gonna put that here, and as well quick.draw. So that's there as well. Now, they have to be there. If you don't believe me, you can go here and it says, well, to update, in order for the physics engine to do its job, you need to call quick update, you need to call quick draw, says here, and you have to initialize, which is right here, quick init. So those are the things you have to run in order for the library to help you out. Okay. So why don't we create our assets now? Let's go to sprites. We're gonna learn a bit about animation. So we're gonna create an enemy, a hero, a key, a brick, and a door. I think that's all of them. Okay, so I'm gonna click add sprite. I'm gonna stick with 32 by 32. Let's recall this hero, apply. And I'm gonna go with a simple design here. Kind of like a dark, I don't know, let's go with, yeah, this color, I like it. No, maybe this blue, maybe, oh, that's nice, this one's nice. Okay, I'm gonna go with a dark, not so dark, kind of blobby shape for our hero. Maybe these go lower. Cool. Oh, I didn't turn on B symmetry. My bad. Let's do it again. Pretty egg-shaped. Huh. Not sure I liked it. Okay. Yeah, I have to finish. Okay, so I'm gonna erase this adjacent little bricks, little pixels here. Nice. Fill it in. Oh, that's too bright. That's better. Now just 2 layers up. I'm gonna do a bit of oh, I don't want the vertical symmetry anymore, at least for now. I'll make a bit of light here, fill it in, go a bit darker, but it's not as dark as the line. So let's see if this cuts the middle. Yeah, I think it does. Fill here. Awesome. Now I'm gonna click V symmetry again, make some eyes. Like that. Let's see. That looks better. Yeah. I like it. Great. Maybe a bit of a shadow for the eyes. Huh. No, I don't like it. No, I'm staying with the white. Okay. Cool. So I got my hero, but I want to animate it. So I'm gonna click here in animation. I'm gonna duplicate and I'm gonna select the top part until the eyes here. And you're gonna see why in a minute. I'm gonna click Alt. It's gonna help me clone. I don't want to clone, sorry. Shift click. I'll click shift. Okay. Anyway, shift click is gonna help me move. So shift click, move down for the first copy. Duplicate again. Select. Shift click down. Great. Copy again. Shift click down. Awesome. And now I'm gonna, so I have like this animation of this thing going down. Actually, there's a really great video on like the 12 basic principles of animation. It's really good. I'm gonna put it in the comment section. No, not in the comment, in the description of this video, so you can watch it. What we're trying to resemble here, it's not perfect, but we're trying to resemble like the squeeze and stretch kind of thing. In a way, I'm just making it look alive, you know. So we got this character going down, 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 and then we want to duplicate this one so it starts going up. So as you could see, I duplicated this one and I moved it to the side, so now it's going down, 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 up. I'm gonna duplicate, I'm gonna go to the right. There you go. So I got one top, one bottom, 2 going down, 2 going up. So yeah, the animation, it runs a bit more smoothly. So in order for us to see it on the screen, actually, let's not do it now. Let's just finish all assets and then we're gonna go into how to put it in the screen. Okay, great, we got a hero. Let's go with enemy now. Enemy, great. Apply. We're gonna go red because always, right? Bad guys have to be red. Well, not always, you know, like Power Rangers. What else? What else is not bad and red. You could say Digimon. In a way, you know, it was kind of orange, this like Agumon, you know. But yeah, you get my point. Not everything red is bad. Fail. Let's go with this red, this one. Oh, too much. Oh, better. Let's go 2 levels up. Let's make a bit of a... Oh, turn that off, please. Here you go. Yep. And then a bit of a shadow. Let's see if this... Oh. Great. Now the eyes. Dark eyes. Wrinkle symmetry. Yeah, why not? Oh, okay. The enemy. Good. I don't like the eyebrows. Let's just click this on. Yeah, better. Okay. Now let's make the same animation. Gonna select and then shift click down. Oh, my bad. Let's duplicate first. Shift click. Duplicate. Shift click. Duplicate. Of course, you can make any type of animation. Like this is just one kind. And then let's duplicate this one. Go to the side. Duplicate this one. Side, side, side. There you go. Great. So we got the hero, we got the enemy, and we're nearly done. Okay, we need. Let's make the brick, which we learn how to make. Well, I mean, you can do any kind of brick, of course. We're gonna make a really simple one right now. Like bright colors. Let's go like this. Let's go fill it all in. Darker color for the like the line in between. Like that. There you go. No, that's not right. That's not right. That's like a Blink-182 song, right? It's not right. Yeah, it's not right. It's a great song. Great. A bit of in the middle point for the shadow. A bit of oh, not mirrored. I don't want it mirrored. Let's just make it small shadow there. And you know what? It could be kind of like this, like the whole. Nah, maybe until here. Nah, no, I like it like that. Okay, like that. That's another song. Great, awesome. Now let's select. Let's clone with Alt or Option in for Mac users. Okay, break. No, you know what? Call it wall. And now missing door. We're gonna have a door to win the game. What? Suddenly changes? That's so weird. Let's see. Okay. Let's just change it back to 32. That may be a bug. 32 by 32, vertical symmetry, pencil. Let's go with a green. No, yeah, green. Why not? Pixel, pencil. Yeah. Let's go like this. Eraser. Okay. Trying to make it work pixel by pixel, but I think I'm gonna have another approach, a more simplistic approach. Yeah, why not? Kinda. Okay, it works. Fill it in, and then just like change color. Yeah. And let's make a keyhole. Oh. Yeah, I think it looks like a keyhole, hopefully. Let's make like this. Yeah. Okay, cool, why not? Yeah, door. Done. Now let's do a key. Sprite. Key, apply. And let's make this simple. Let's just make like that, like that, bit thicker. I think I messed it up. I don't want it on the other side. That looks interesting. I think that looks better. I think. Yep. I like it. Great. Okay, so let's next step is to make our map. And when you're doing maps, just checking we're still recording. That's great. We are. Let's go to maps. Here we're gonna create a map. Let me see. We're gonna do a 24 by 16 map. 24 by 16, and each block is gonna be 32 by 32 pixel, because that's the size we had for each sprite. I should apply. I don't know why it's not letting me. I'm gonna have to refresh. I don't know what's going on. See, this didn't save. Let's see if the sprites. Oh wait, these saved. That's nice. Let's go with 24, 16, 32, 32 apply. It's not changing at all. That's so weird. You know what? I cannot. Oh, I need to create a map. My bad. Sorry. 32, 32. There you go. Okay, cool. And here the cool thing is we can create like any kind of layout we want. So I'm gonna do like a double layer here of blocks. I'm gonna maybe like here. No, that's too tall. Maybe like here. First layer, second layer, and go simple. Door. We're gonna put the enemies here. Yeah, like that. And we're gonna add a key. And that's that. So the hero, we're gonna add it through code, so we can practice both ways, but could be added in both scenarios. Like, actually, also the hero I wanted to be smaller, so I think the best way is to add it through code, not with this map. Okay, so now I have a map. That's good. Let's go check out the documentation. Let's have it here in another tab just to move quickly and see it if we need to. Let's go to quick engine. Here it is. So it says how to add a map. Well, to add a map, you can just grab this piece of code actually there's this piece of code. Well, but this piece of code is more like um for regular coding, but we're gonna use a library, so it is better if we grab the one from, because it just draws, right? We want to extract these characters eventually, so we do need, I'm pretty sure, to add it this other way. So here, I'm gonna paste this line of code. I'm gonna change the variable to map equals quick add map name. The name we set up for it is map. Where do you want it to be in 0? Where do you want it to be in y? 0 as well. How about the width? Well, how about the whole screen, dude? Screen.width. And for the height, screen.height. Something I forgot to tell you, we have to go to settings as well. Aspect ratio, change it to 16:9. And now if I play the code, there you go. It is working. Okay, good. Good. Great. So we got the map there. Let's just add our character. So our character, so I'm gonna add here a little comment saying this is the map setup. We're gonna change some stuff maybe later, but we do want to have a bit of order because the code is gonna be a bit yeah, like extensive, just a bit. Then we're gonna add everything related to our hero setup, and for that we're gonna add an object. Here it says object. Here it is, this line of code. I can just copy it. The cool thing of adding an object in this way is that you get you get lots of like pre-made what's the word, pre-made properties and functions that you can use for your hero, for your objects, instead of creating them from scratch. So the name of the sprite is hero. Where do I want it to be? Let's say -80. And in y, let's say -40. The width, I'm gonna change it to 15 and height 15. Let's see how that looks. As you can see, there's already physics here that makes our character go down, collide with these bricks. Something I forgot to mention is that the background is blue. That's like a default for this scene renderer, but you can go to the library here, and here you can change the color. I want to change it to a bit of like darkish, maybe. Yeah, see how that looks. Yeah, brighter. Yeah, I like that better. Actually, I think it confuses with the enemies, so I'm gonna go. How about a purple? Yep, I like that. Okay, so we got a purple back. You can change it here. Pretty simple. Um, well, first of all, what the heck is an object? Well, an object is, you remember when we talked about lists? A list is like it is actually a data structure, and that means a way of uh, arranging data in our coding. So remember we talked about shopping list, for example, and in the shopping list you have different items. Let's say apple. You got milk. Oh, and you got eggs. Well, you can access each one of those elements through an index, right? Let's say shopping list 1 would be milk, shopping list 0 would be apple, and shopping list 2 would be eggs, right? So that's how list works. And it's pretty much like a list. Well, an object, you guessed right, is pretty much like an object. Let's create an object and save it in a variable. So the variable is going to be called dog, and we're going to create an object inside that variable. And the object is going to have several properties. That's how they are called, the variables inside an object properties. So let's say one of the properties is color and equals to, let's say dog is going to be brown. And also we're going to have a name, and the name is going to be, let's call it Spike, then call it end. So we create an object, color brown, name Spike, and if I say, well, can you remind me what color was it? What? False, nothing. There's no information about that. But I told you it was brown. Well, you told me dog. Oh, let me write it down. You told me dog dot color. That's brown. Oh, you meant about the one, yeah, the dog. Yeah, that's what I meant. Well, how about dog dot name? Oh, that's Spike. Okay, got it. So you have to make a reference, just like we made a reference for Quick, the library. You have to make a reference for what object you're talking about. So that's how objects are made. And so, for example, here we have our hero. Check that out. It's an object type sprite. The name is hero. You got the X position, you got the Y, you got the velocity next. So there's so many things already done for my object. Let's say, for example, how if I say hero dot X equals 0? Oh, just change my position of my, like, that's so cool. Now, we don't have to code this from scratch, right? How about I say hero dot vx equals 10. I don't know what this will do. Nothing happened. Anyway, I think we're missing a bit of code to make him move. But we can change many things. For example, we can say hero dot solid equals 1. No, equals 0. Let's not make him solid. He'll fall. Let's just reset it. Great. So yeah, that's an object. It's a data structure that encompasses many properties, and maybe later we'll talk about methods as well. So yeah, that's an object. So it's pretty much the same as functions and variables, but within an object we call them properties and methods. So it's like one method for a dog object would be bark, right? And it would be like print rough. Okay, anyway, so what we're gonna do now, we are going to make our hero move. Let's do that. So the code we're gonna be using, in order for making this tutorial a bit faster, I'm gonna copy and paste some code. You can pause the video and copy yourself. So I'm gonna leave quick update up until the end. Before that, I'm gonna write this down. Well, I'm gonna paste this down. It says if keyboard left, then hero vx equals minus 200. Else if keyboard dot right, then hero vx equals 200. Else hero vx equals 0. So pretty much what we're saying is, if I press left, go to the left. If I say right, go to the right. If else, well, just 0. So if I reload the game and if I use my keyboard, I'll be able to move like that. Oh, and also I pasted this line of code. It says if keyboard up and hero grounded, which means it's touching the ground. So these two have to be true. Then hero by equals 600. And since I have gravity already implemented in my game, then it just falls. So, oh, it's going all the way up. Actually, I think the gravity is not as strong as it should. So I'm going to modify that. He fall again. I'm going to add a basic game setup. I'm going to modify. So here in the engine, you have several things you can modify. For example, the gravity, friction, the contact friction, the ground, and some other things. So here I'm going to add this piece of code saying basic game setup. Remember, these are for comments. Quick gravity equals 80. Quick friction equals 10. Let's see how that works now. Well, okay. So, oh, look at that. That's like a more healthy jump, right? As you can see, the key is solid. So I can stand over the key. Great. Something else we're missing is, well, I don't want the key to be solid actually, and I don't want the enemies as well to be solid. So I'm gonna have to extract them from the map and then change their properties as objects. And for that, we're going to actually something. Okay. So in order to let's use the door and the key as examples. So I'm gonna put this code here. So key setup, I'm saying key equals map.extract sprite. Which sprite you want to extract? Whichever you find in this map that is the key sprite. Oh, okay, so you extract it and you save it in a variable named key. Great. Now, when you say extract sprites, what you always end up with is a list. So if I say key now, let me just reload the game. If I say key, I get a list with an object. So now in order to refer to it, I cannot say key.solid. I have to say key index 0 because I only have one object, one key in my map, equals 0. I want it not to be solid and not to fall. Because remember, I changed the solidity or solidness of my character and it falls, so I'm preventing it to fall, but I do want to be able to walk through it. Same with the door. So I'm gonna reload the game. I can now walk. Should be able to. Let me just. Oh, I haven't done that for the enemy. Sorry. So I can walk across through the door, through the key. And yeah, it works. Awesome. Now let's do it for the enemy. Since we have more than one enemy, we're gonna use a for loop in order not to have to use it one by one. Which actually I wouldn't know how to do that, I think. So for example here, well no, yeah, you could do it one by one. So enemy setup is saying enemies equals map.extract sprites enemies. So in this list, I do have more than one thing. So enemies, oh, let's reload it. Enemies, object. So now I can refer to both of them. And since I'm gonna change the properties of each one of them, I don't want to do it like one by one, like saying enemy 0 dot solid equals 0, enemy index 0 dot fall equals 0. Like, and then for the number 1, which would be the second one, you know, I don't want to do that. So for that, we're going to use a for loop a bit different from the one we have learned how to use in the previous tutorial. So this is called a for each loop. So what you remember the last um, for loop we learned about is you got the for I equals 0 to, let's say, 10, print, I don't know, let's say hello, and then you got that, right? 11 hellos because the 0 counts. Well, what you can do now with this for each thing, you can say for let's say I have a list. Oh, still have the shopping list. Do I have it? Shopping list? No, I don't have it. Let's look for it. Here it is. Okay. I have shopping list. Now I can say for item. This word is one word I just invent. I just thought of it, and that's gonna be my keyword for using during the for loop in order for me to refer to each one of the one of the items in this list. For item in shopping list, print I have to buy plus item, end. So I have to buy apple, I have to buy milk, I have to buy eggs. The first sentence is kind of weird, but you get my point. I'm using this keyword. I don't have to tell it how many times I want to do it. I mean, you could. So the other way of doing it would be for I equals 0 in, no, it would be to shopping list dot length -1, print I have to buy, it would be shopping list I. So same result, but like I equals 0, length -1, like too much trouble. For each item in shopping list, print I have to buy item. Like simple as that. So that's that for loop, what it does. So here I'm saying for each enemy in the list enemy. So this word is invented, this one's not. This one refers to an actual list or array or any, they call it iterable object, something you can like iterate on, right? Yeah. I think in some languages you can do it like even with words, like but yeah. Okay, for enemy in enemies, and then now we're gonna go one by one. Enemy.solid equals 0, enemy.fall equals 0, enemy friction equals 0, enemy bx equals 10. Okay, good. Good. There you go. Now, okay, we got that done. We can walk through the, and now the enemies are structured as well. We can walk through all of them, actually. I can walk through the enemy as well now. That's good. Now, and we can move our character. That's awesome. Now, I want to make the enemies move. Let's make the enemies move. Let's make it interesting. So I'm going to copy this code. I'm going to paste it here. And let's talk it through. So let me just not indent it. So I'm saying same thing for enemy in enemies. I'm just changing enemy for E. It can be done. For each enemy in enemies, if quick, which is library, and there's a function called sprite collision. What does sprite collisions do? Well, let's go check it out. Sprite collision, here it is. Sprite collision. Test whether an object collides with another object. Object 1, object 2. Returns 1 if the objects collide, 0 otherwise. Awesome! So here I'm checking if enemy, whichever it is, because we're checking through all enemies, if that enemy is colliding with hero, then game over equals true. I'm using a variable game over as a flag variable, so let me just set that up here at the start. We are gonna say here in our basic game setup, winner equals 0 because we haven't won, and game over equals 0 because we haven't lost as well. We haven't lose as well. We haven't lost, we haven't lose, we haven't lost, we haven't lost as well. So let's just say that at the start, at the beginning of the game. Now, game over equals true if there's a collision, and then if, so it checks this out, right? And then checks if the velocity of a character is greater than 0, then keep it like that. If quick map cell add, this is really interesting. What this gives you, let's go read it. You can test the map cell present at any point on the screen space. So you can check what's in that point, in that place, right? So quick map cell at map xy. The values of xy are screen coordinates. The function returns the name of the sprite found on that particular location of the map, or 0 if the map grip is empty. Sorry. At this location. So it's checking. Well, let's check what's on the side, on the right of my actual enemy, and what's at the same height of my enemy. If there's a wall, or at the right and below there is nothing, so not map, because remember this gives a true or false. So if there is something there, that means this will evaluate to true. Not true means false, and so forth, and therefore this conditional wouldn't pass, so this line wouldn't run. So if wall at the right or nothing at the right and below, that's what pretty much I'm saying, then go to the left, move left now. And else, if I'm going to the left, and let's check if there's something in my left, like if there's a wall at my left or nothing at my left and below, which can translate into if wall at the left or nothing at the left and below, then go to the right. And so here we're using e.x because remember e is the enemy we're iterating with, we're like the one we're talking about. .x because that's a property, and then just go a bit further, right? Go a bit further to the left, just to check that, check what's there. I don't want to check where am I right now, because my character shouldn't be crossing walls. I mean, depends on your game, right? But yeah, that's what this code does. So that's working. Now let's make our character be able to grab the key. So here in hero, let's add a new property. Let's say hero.grab, which doesn't exist, equals to false. Okay, because it has nothing in it now. So and then I'm gonna add two conditionals. I'm gonna paste them here below this code right here, and I'm saying if there's a collision between the key and my hero, and the player press the Z key, then hero grab equals true. But that doesn't mean it's gonna grab it. And for that, we need this other piece of code saying if hero.grab, then key, the position of X of the key, be always the hero, but a bit to the left. And the height be the same. So now, if I reload the game, and I move to, now the enemy doesn't do anything right now because, so that's how it works. If I want the key to be at the right or closer, I can just closer, I can do a -10. So let's reload that. Oh, I think give me a real-time update. There it is. I like how it lags a bit. Makes it look cool. Great. Now, making the door detect the key. That's the next step. Pretty simple. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna paste this line of code. If there's a collision between the key and the door, then winner equals true. Awesome. And now let's just condition all of that, with this game will run only if you haven't lost or you haven't won. Because if not game over or not an and not winner, well, actually it could be an or. Actually it can be an or. Actually it should be an or, pretty sure. Let's check. And I'm gonna indent that. I'm gonna put an end. Let's see. Because it's if not game over or not winner. Wait. Not game over and not winner. No, I'm pretty sure it should be an and. Both of them should be false. Yeah. Yeah. In order for the game to run. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. If I touch an enemy, yeah, the game stops. If I touch an enemy, okay, yeah, it must be an end. Okay, sorry about that. Now, let's do the stats of our game. And for that, we're gonna use this code. You know, the screen draw text we have used before. Pretty straightforward. We have used it before, so you might be familiar with it. It says, let's draw this text right there. I did it just for people to know what to do with the game. Grab things with Z. If winner, if that's true, then fill with a rectangle with like a, what color is this? Let's see, control. Well, now we know. All right. Oh, I have the 0.5. That why it doesn't let me click control, but it's like a greenish, red, green, blue, and as you can see, the green is higher, so it's like greenish. And if game, and then draw the text winner in white, and then with a big font, and then same thing, but now reddish, and say game over. So let's try to win and try to lose, and the game should be done. Let's go. So you can see the animations run pretty smoothly. Zoom. Ah, come on. So winner. As you can see, well, mine seems gray, but because I think the purple and the green kind of like neutralize each other. That's really interesting. Now let's reload the game and let's lose. Game over. So yeah, that's pretty much the game. Of course, we encourage you as Maker Academy to build upon this game, make a really cool improvement, share it with us. If you have any questions, lay them all in the comments below. And I hope you learned something new, specifically objects, how to use this library a bit, and also how to use the for each function. For each loop. And I hope you had fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.